Good evening, friends, gods, and my dear gods and masters. We welcome you to the Mahavatar Foundation free 21 days holistic wellness program, batch 20, day 7. First, we conduct meditation. Then, second is spiritual topic, role of negative ions in our life by our master Sri Ranganathan sir. Let's all do Anapanasati meditation, masters. Anapanasati is a 2500 years old powerful Buddhist meditation technique that focuses on mindful breathing to cultivate concentration, calm, and insight. Ana means in breath, Pana means out breath, Sati means to be with the breath. First, you remove your spectacles if you are wearing them. Drink a glass of water before you start meditating. Keep another glass of water beside you during the session. Dim or darken the lights in the room to create a peaceful atmosphere. Sit comfortably in Sukhasana on a mat, or you can sit on a chair if you prepare. On a chair, if sitting on a chair, cross your legs comfortably. Keep your back straight but relaxed. Keep your hands clasped. It is an act of interlocking the fingers of one hand with the fingers of another. Then rest your hands on your thighs. Now, close your eyes. Gently close your eyes to minimize distractions. Focus on your breath. Inhale, exhale. Be present with each breath. Simply observe the natural rhythm of your breath without attempting to control it. The focus is not on controlling the breath, but on observing it with mindfulness. Let go of distractions. Thoughts, feelings, or sensations may arise. Simply ignore and gently return your focus to the breath. Cut the thought and come back to the breath. Be patient and kind to yourself as you bring your mind back again and again. Now, I will play a calming music. It helps you to focus and relaxation for another 30 minutes. Start doing the meditations. 30 seconds. Now, the last 10 seconds. Feel the beat breathe coming in and going out. And as we count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, gently rub your hands together, generating warmth and energy. When you are ready, place your palms over your eyes, feeling the soothing pressure for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have completed a beautiful meditation, masters. Thanks. Well done. Now, the spiritual talk by our Mahavatar Foundation founder, Guruji, Master Sri Ranganath Sir. Topic is role of negative ions in our life. Over to Sir. Sir.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Sir. Sir. Sir.
Yes.
Sir. Sir.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Please proceed, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, friends. Namaste to all of you. Welcome to the session. Today's the topic is about the role of negative ions in our daily life. We have been learning this last, I think, 3 episodes we have completed successfully. And today's episode, we'll try to learn much more, some more details. So the negative ions, as I was mentioning earlier, the percentage of or the inflow or the existence of more and more negative ions in our body make sure that the more electricity, more current flow will happen in our physical body. That ensures the proper healthy body. So for that, we should keep trying wherever possible, however possible. We should always try to focus gaining more amount of electrons into our body. So that's what the thing we have discussed so far. Now today, let's also focus some more. So there's something that which we need to understand. The sun energy, particularly at what time it provides protons, what time it provides electrons. So there's timings for that. Especially sun is a proton generator or capacitor or a radiator of protons, especially dumping mass amount of positive hydrogen ions in our planet or plane. On Earth plane, it dumps lot of hydrogen ions, isn't it? So many of the hydrogen ions will be dumped here. See, if you see H2O, even the water also, H2O, O minus. H2 means hydrogen. So hydrogen is a positive ion which will be dumped by especially sun onto the earth planet. So this is what we need to understand. The amount of negative ions or positive ions, even sun also generates negative ions. At what times? Especially the timing of generating negative ions by sun will be in the morning and evening only, sunset and sunrise. Remember this point. Whoever whoever get exposed to the morning sun and the evening sun, right? In these two timings, yes, you will get much amount of negative ions. If at all you are exposed to the midday sun or any other sun, rising sun, then you will obviously get only 4 protons. That's called positive ions. So it all depends upon how much positive ions will come onto the Earth planet. All depends upon the height of the sun. That means exactly where it is located, what is the trajectory. Depends upon that. It emits different frequencies of light, and it depends upon that. So it's going to generate positive ions onto the Earth planet. Now, remember always one thing that, so this particular, whatever the sunlight comes at the midday, isn't it? Sometimes it's going to damage your skin also if you focus to that. So whatever the midday sun comes and hitting your eyes, or the skin. Of course, it causes the serotonin to produce, and it also causes the production of vitamin D. These two are essential in our body. Sunlight is essential in order to generate serotonin and vitamin D into our body. At the same time, too much sunlight is also bad. Especially, so whatever the sunlight generates in the midday, the positive ions or protons, what is going to generate, which is going to damage the health instead of protecting you. So basing on this, take care of this, and then, so having focused only morning sun and evening sun is much better. Okay, so that will make sure that you will get sufficient amount of sunlight, and wherein it generates the required amount of or more amount of negative ions or electrons in our body, right? So this is what we need to understand. At the same time, so what we need to understand is the positive ions and negative ions both are required in our life, especially the neutral air. Remember this, neutral air without any ions, neither positive ions nor negative ions, that is going to be much damaging. Especially in one of the experiment, we understood that is going to kill you or kill the animals also. We have kept animals, and we have given even the experiment, the previous sessions we discussed. One of the experiment the scientists did. Some of the animals kept in the cage. They only supplied oxygen. In the oxygen, along with the oxygen, there is no negative ion, there is no positive ion. Only oxygen was there. So then what happened? Slowly, in a 2 weeks time, all the animals got died. Okay, so that's where we need to understand this. Okay, and so these positive ions causes problem. All we know that the positive ions causes the disease for us. How? Because it is going to take away electrons from you. That causes the lack of energy, then the disease will start. Right? So that is why, especially exposing our eyes and skin to the proton midday is the best example. The bad positive ions, even some other times what happen, the positive ions will create the disharmony within our body, because many of the positive ions comes from the locally generated, the vehicle radiators, air conditions, all the man-made things. There are a lot of the cars are going to generate a lot of fumes, isn't it? So when they generate the car fumes, and many of the man-made furnitures, paint, factory fumes, right? All these things are going to generate much more positive ions. That is going to be very, very unhealthy for us, my dear friends. So we are seeing nowadays, of course, we are progressing, we are developing, you know. So when we see current days, modern infrastructure, modern furniture, especially if you go to office, in the office, everything is air conditioned. We think that, it's a fantastic and it's, like I have a cool AC, all this. No, that's very, very bad. So what happens is your just inhalation you are doing, the kind of the whatever the gases comes out of the AC air condition, you're continuously inhalation you're doing, isn't it? So they are actually in that what will be there is positive ions will be there. There are no negative ions at all. That is where it is going to slowly damage your health, no doubt. So this you have to understand. So at the same time, the negative ions. When you see negative ions, they help a lot, isn't it? So how do they help actually? And any man-made harmful positive ions. What are the man-made? I told you right now. It can be a paint, it can be a furniture, it can be a air condition, it can be a vehicle, it can be so many things surrounding us. They keep generating, throwing a lot of positive ions and dust particles, this pollen, many things comes into the atmosphere. So to settle them down, onto the ground or the floor, what you need is you need certain amount of negative ions go into the atmosphere. Okay. So when they go into the atmosphere, especially nature will do that. I told many times, surrounding us, whatever the trees are there, nature is there, it is going to generate many amount of negative ions. That is going to the negative ion get attracted to positive ion. That's the dust particles. That's all the toxins, what is there in the air. They both will meet, attract each other. Positive will attract negative, both will attract each other. And then all that positive ions, once they attracted, they become heavy, then they fall onto the ground. That's how the atmosphere gets clean because of the trees. Remember this point. Okay. So otherwise, it's very, very harmful. So these negative ions, especially, and of course, there are some bad negative ion generator also. Be careful about that because there are some cheap generators. What happens is they emit negative ions, but they are very slow in motion. Okay, they are very slow in motion, so which is not available to use. So that is why. So we have to be little careful about that. So this is how it is, my dear friends. That means healthy cells and tissues, all the healthy cells and tissues within us are made up of negatively charged ion particles. Remember this. They are called as electrons. When one electron meets another electron, isn't it? Then the electric current is formed and electric current will flow in the body. Okay. So that's why negative ions in the air and food and water, right? So negative ions in the air and food and water, they will produce internally in our body, they will enhance the current flow. For example, if you eat the food with a more amount of negative ions or electrons, if you inhale the air that has got more amount of electrons, if you drink the water, like alkaline water, that gives a lot of electrons to the body. All this make sure that the electric conductivity of your body will be much improved. So when the more amount of negative electrons or the current flow in the body is better, then obviously you have more amount of energy and your body is always healthy. So this is what important, what you need to remember, my dear friends. But also, so here is the point, another important topic what we need to understand is before we flooding the body with the negative ions, the first and foremost step is that which you need to take care in your house itself. I'm explaining you. So take care of this and give some care about this. What exactly is this? First, you need to, before you flood your body with negative ions, with the various ways we have already provided to you, how to get the negative ions into our body. There are many ways. The sun, morning sun, evening sun, rising sun, sunset, sunset. Both the time, it's a great occasion to the flood our body with a more amount of negative ions. Walk on the barefoot on the land, okay, on the soil, that also increases your negative ions into the body, especially when the rain is going on, right? On the when the full rain is downfalled. After some time, you go out and then you walk on the ground. Then obviously, on the barefoot, if you walk, you get a lot of negative ions through through the soul and into which will enter into the body. That's how it happens. So anyway, there are many ways to rise your negative ions that we know. But what is the first step we need to do before increasing the negative ions in our physical body? Let's understand this. So it's very, very important. So first step is, first remove all sources of positive ion generated within your house as much as possible. Not that you remove everything. I don't say that. Whatever possible, right? What are the different things? Let's understand. So remove man-made positive ions from your home, right? For example, shampoos, like natural shampoos are there, air conditioners, right? And you are going to drink the tap water, isn't it? So then they generate lot of positive ions. If you make it a alkaline water or something, then it's good. And also, this over showering or bathing in especially a poison water. Nowadays, what happened? They add lot of chlorine within the water. Chlorination they do. So this chlorination, what it does, it makes sure that it generates lot of positive ions or protons when you are taking bathing. Your bathing also will not refresh you. In fact, it will dump the positive ions into your body. That's what very important. And there are a lot of fragrances. Fragrances means like many of the artificial, the artificial smell, all the fragrances. So like body spray, all these things, So they definitely have high amount of positive ions. Remember this. And especially, if you see many other things like this, uh, if you have, in the house, there are many other things like toothpaste also, that's also there. And furniture, as I told you right now, painting, furniture, okay, and more amount of dust. The dust also, every time we must use the air purifier in the house. Wherever more, there's a more pollution in the air. What you should do? Use the air purifier. Then so that now and then, you must remove the dust also. See, if you take the toothpaste, a lot of fluorine is available in that. Lot of fluorine. So the fluoride also has huge amount of positive ions. That is the problem. Okay. So that is why that is also to be avoided. The next thing is this especially dusting of the particles in the house time to time. You also do that, right? And be conscious wherever you are working, wherever you are living, right? And surrounding you, right? The lot of car fumes, because the car will be traveling and it will be generating a lot of fumes around you. That also causes many of the positive ions. And what you should do is, you should keep your windows open so that, see, when you are working, for example, your windows must be open. Then the free flow of air comes and goes, so that whatever the positive ions in the house, it will be let out. Then the circulation of the air will happen, and then obviously you get more amount of negative ions. And don't overeat a junk food, right? If you are overeating the junk food, then what will happen is it generates more amount of positive ions. It's also very important. Okay. And also add the intermittent fasting for your diet. That is going to be, what it does is, it stops the inflow of positive ions within your body. The fasting reduces the positive ions, increases the negative ions within your system, within your body. That's very important. Okay. So that is why, so whenever you stop taking food, then what happen? All the toxins will be there. The toxins will be detoxify will happen within the body. Fasting is the best detoxification process. So which will remove all the positive ions from your body. That's also very important. Then what happen? Once the toxins are removed, then the more amount of electrons will be there within your body that will heal the body. That will heal the body. Remember this. Okay. So, like this, start focusing on reducing the positive ions around you. Very, very important. Before you take more amount of negative ions into your body, first detoxify all these things. Your surroundings, within your body, everywhere, wherever possible, whatever possible. Just go on reduce the so-called this positive ions. Then after you focus on increasing the negative ions within your body. So this is what I want to tell you today, right? So my dear friends, so these things try to remember carefully, and then it will be so like all these things. If you are taking care, obviously what happen? Obviously, you will be able to maintain more amount of negative ions or electrons within our system. That ensures the proper current flow. Okay. So these are some of the techniques, some of the things which we understood today. And like this, they in every class will try to take some methods, some of the methods and some of the points through which we will try to go on in increasing the wisdom about the negative ions. Right. Thank you so much. Dhanyavad.
Dear friends,
Yeah.
I thank our Guruji, Sri Rangnath sir, founder, Mahavatar Foundation, for giving us the spiritual topic on today on role of negative ions in our life. Sara has instructed to increase the negative ions and reduce the positive ions. Start focusing on reducing the positive ions by avoiding fragrance spray and such other procedures. I thank all the participants for their passion sharing. I thank Ascended Master Mahavatar Babaji. I thank our Grandmaster Brahma Rishi Badriji Avargal. I thank our Guruji Sir, founder Mahavatar Foundation Sri Rangnath Sir. I thank all the masters. I thank the universe and I thank everyone for having attended this.
Any questions are there? Anybody want to ask any question? Right here.
They can raise their hands.
Yeah.
We will unmute.
Very few members are there today. What is the problem?
Yes, sir. Members are very less today. Maybe this 9, 10, 11, 12 Bangalore program is sir. They will be concentrating in that program.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Girija, Padman, Munisha.
Yes, sir. Bhattambuni is iPhone.
Anybody want to speak?
Bhuneshwari Buaka. Any views you can offer? Any doubts you can ask?
Okay.
Yes, sir. Otherwise, I will stop recording, sir. Thank you, sir. Good night, everyone, sir. Thanks, sir. Thanks, sir. Namaskaram, sir.